Get you some money, you're gonna feel different.
Straight up.
You might even, all that other advice I could have gave you, this the short version. You know, get you a couple dollars, man. You're gonna feel different.
That hustle. Big shout out to SPI, Spotter Low. You know, I'm in the black box, had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned, all that.
Damn, they not playing. Maybe it do got something to do with the Olympics. They trying to trim it down like Ozempic. Over there on Fig, we all know they ran through the Hoovers last year, took a gang of people to jail, female kingpin, or should I say queen pin, madam. Got her name popping hard. I can't think of it right now. I know y'all put it in the comments, but I was just seeing that they just ran through that area again on some trafficking, pimping and hoeing shit, right? And they was saying they was getting at the same group, but I heard them mention somebody from the East Coast. It'd be tricky on that blade, supposed to be all bets off with the gang banging. But I guess that's if you pimping. Because I've been down there in the middle of tow truck nigga. I think he said devil, might not have been devil. He came to check on the little car accident. There was a lot of confusion. And it was a tow truck dude, a Mexican already right there. And I'm standing there trying to get shit together. I don't know if cuz recognized me or not, but he came right here on my shoulder and addressed the other tattoo dude and asked him across my shoulder, like, hey, you got this? And dude was like, yeah. And then he took his time and said, wooty woo, West Side Hoover, like hard, like, boom, and got on. It'd be tricky over there, but the homies be over there. I don't know the name off top or who they're supposed to be, but I just feel like in general, man, it's too much legal money out here available to just be out here risking your life these days for chump change. You ain't having no big old houses. You ain't tucking no big old thousands. You barely having enough money for jury, lean, and to barely kind of be seen. And you're risking decades. You know what I mean? Got to do better. But let's check it out, see what they talking about.
Breaking news, several people have been arrested in connection with a sex trafficking raid that happened this morning in South Los Angeles.
Authorities say the suspects are accused of multiple crimes tied to an organization that victimized children as young as 14 years old. KTLA's Corrine Winter is live in downtown Los Angeles with an update on this massive bust. Hi, Corrine.
Hi there, Sam and Kirk. Yeah, suspected sex trafficking ring. And the details of this indictment, the individual cases, are disturbing.
She fine.
Here's more from Assistant U.S. Attorney Bilasali.
7 of the defendants are related to our prior operation, Broken Blade, targeting the Hoover Street Gang. 2 of the defendants have been charged separately for sex trafficking, Kylan Young from the East Coast CRIPS and Dejon Williams from the neighborhood CRIPS. Young trafficked a 15-year-old victim.
They got 2 neighborhoods with the Hoovers. That's crazy politics. But that's how that blade be.
Through violence. Williams trafficked a 16 and 17-year-old victims as well as an adult through violence. A 10th individual, Kenny Ray.
I just seen Jeff Fi's name on there. I wonder what that was all about. I know he ain't caught up in this cuz been in jail, but did y'all see his name? What was that? Oh, that's just his name on the song. They playing a song.
And 17-year-old victims as well as an adult through violence. A 10th individual, Kenny Ray Mann, also a sex trafficker who was trafficking 16 and 17-year-old girls, has been indicted, and he whipped, raped, and punched one of the victims in the case.
And Asali announcing that 10 defendants, including a South LA motel manager, were arrested in a human trafficking sweep targeting LA's Figueroa corridor. Some of the members and associates of the Hoover criminal gang are named in these federal charges. Authorities focused on the Figueroa corridor because it's a part of LA that's a hub for street prostitution. According to the 65-count indictment from February 2021 to June 2026, the Hoovers allegedly controlled the illegal activities in that corridor of South LA. Gang members, they allegedly acted as pimps who forced 51 victims into selling their bodies. Officials showed photos of some of those defendants during the news conference. These gang members, according to the feds, work together to recruit new victims through social media or in person.
I look like that's off century.
Targeting vulnerable minors and young women.
Operation Broken Blade is the first gang RICO case for human trafficking brought in the history of the Central District of California. 18
Man, they proud of that. I'm gonna just say this. General disclaimer. You do not want people that look like that talk like that dress like that with this type of job in your business whatsoever. Oh, my mama. I spent so many years unnecessarily allowing these people to have jurisdiction say so. It went from me being a young man dealing with older people to me out aging a lot of the people that I had to come and submit myself to. As youngsters, man, get these people, if they in your business, get them out your business and keep them out your business.
defendants in 65 counts. 17 defendants are charged in a RICO conspiracy. 3 of those defendants, Armstead, Mountain, and Melendez, sex trafficked children as young as 14 years old.
That's all bad. 14 years old. You're just not going to find anyone amongst the community have any sympathy or concern.
High school freshmen too young to drive, but who were forced into cars with strange men to have sex for money. That's the type of defendants we're dealing with today.
Last August, we launched Phase 1 of Operation Broken Blade, a coordinated effort marking the first major takedown of a large-scale sex trafficking enterprise operating along South Los Angeles' Figueroa corridor. During the operation, 6 members and associates of the Hoover criminal gang were arrested, resulting in a 31-count federal indictment charging 11 defendants with racketeering, conspiracy, sex trafficking of children and adults by force, fraud, or coercion, narcotics, firearms offenses, and other serious crimes.
So you just heard there's so many details in this indictment. Now, if convicted, some of the defendants face 15 years to life in prison. That's the very latest here in downtown Los Angeles.
Man, you telling me it's worth 15 years to life to get out here and get, I don't care if it's a couple thousand a night. On Fig, where it's all them cameras, all them eyes, nowhere to hide. They wear no disguise. They make you think it's legal, and then they still find a loophole to crash you over it. Man. If you don't find a better way to spend your time to collect your dime, you are no peer of mine. Oh, my. But 14-year-old females, bro, like, it's hard for me to even imagine that men find any type of appeal in a musty little 14-year-old funky little girl. Bless her heart. That's crazy.
Get you some money, you're gonna feel different.
Straight up.
You might even, all that other advice I could have gave you, this the short version. You know, get you a couple dollars, man. You're gonna feel different.
Next little net hustle. Big shout out to SPI, Spotter Low. You know, I'm in the black box. Had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned, all that.